Hey YouTube, how's everybody doing today? I'm doing alright, but it's raining today and so there's not much to do. Now for today's video I want to talk about something somebody actually sent me. It's a article somebody actually sent me and I just actually had a chance to really read it, you know. It was an interesting article to me because the title really caught my attention. It's basically saying about how Xboxes could be banned in US. But to sum up what the article was saying, because I know some of you guys don't like to read, it basically started that Microsoft found that 3 Android phone maker companies were in violation of their patents. A patent called Active Sync, which is I think something to do with calendars. I'm not too sure. I don't really have an Android phone, so I don't know what they're talking about. But Motorola was one of the companies whose phone was in question. So what they did is that they did their research and found out that Microsoft was in violation of 5 of their patents, and so they decided to counter sue. And what happened was that's really interesting is that the judge of the case agreed that they were in violation of 4 of the 5. And what that means is that basically they're both violating their patents and the situation. So what they want done is, what Microsoft's in danger of now is that the Xbox could be banned from America, and they actually had a case internationally and they lost in Germany. And what's really interesting about that case is that it's not only Xboxes, or it's not only Xbox, it's like other stuff like Windows 7, Internet Explorer, movie media player. It's basically the patents, some of the patents basically has to do with like the built-in Wi-Fi and like video decoding ability. So what happened in Germany was that they banned the Xboxes, Windows 7, Internet Explorer, and Windows Movie Player. Who uses Windows Movie Player anymore? And they're banned in Germany. You can't have those anymore. And so, but they're trying to appeal it. And now it's an American. They're not taking it to the United States. They want to get it banned over here as well. But really, I don't really want to get it banned. Really, they're trying to, usually when these things go into court situations, they usually try and settle. So Motorola came out with their first settlement, and they were basically like this. It's basically like this. They basically said, "Okay, Microsoft, we admit to using your patents. So here's what we're gonna do. When you use patents and you violate patents without getting permission, you have to pay royalties. So what's gonna happen with the royalties is that they say, okay, for every phone, Android phone we have that uses your Active Sync, we're gonna pay you 33 cents of the profits we make. But now in return, every Xbox you guys make money on, you sell, basically every Xbox you sell, we get a 2.25% cut. And for every Windows 7 you sell, we get 50 cents. And Microsoft is basically they were like this, fuck no. And so the settlement was rejected, and the trade council, which is basically the higher order, the parent, like, oh, you two are fine, settle out. Like you said, if the settlements keep getting rejected, they're going to advise that the Motorola phones that use that patent get rejected, and the Microsoft Xbox should be banned from the US, and they're going to have like the president sign up or something like that. And to me, this is actually a big deal. It's not such a big deal to, I think, Motorola, but I think it's more a big deal to Microsoft, because as they make a lot of money off Xbox, especially in America, Xbox is money, easy money for them. This is a huge deal. But me personally, I think it's gonna get settled. It's just that I think that Microsoft, what they're trying to say is that the amount they have to pay in comparison to what Motorola has to pay is not fair, it's not balanced, and they're looking for more for fairer settlement, because 2.25% doesn't sound like a lot, but think about how many Xboxes they have sold in they sell like 400,000 Xboxes a month, so that's a lot of money. And then, Windows 7, Windows 7 is huge. I don't know if it's Windows 7, but it said Windows program, but it seems to be Windows 7 in question. Chances are you're probably watching my video on a Windows computer, a Windows program. So it's a big deal. The 50 cents, that's a lot of money to be made. And they think it's not fair, but I mean, basically, if it goes through, let's say it goes through, but it's not likely to go through. If it goes through, Microsoft has no choice but to show off their next console, because if the 360 is not being allowed to be sold anymore, it's not really about being so banned, because think about it, they don't make the consoles in America, they make them in China, and they import the made consoles from the factory in China to America, and if this thing goes through, they can't import them anymore. And I guess supposedly that's the end of the train. And if that really goes through, which is unlikely to go through, because I think they were going to figure out a settlement. You're just being greedy right now. If it goes through, they have to come out with the next system immediately, because they have all these games that they're trying to sell systems with. Halo 4 is coming out, but I mean, I thought that was a very interesting article, and it's surprisingly that like they broke so many patents, because they got in trouble before with the Rumble thing, them and Sony, but they sell that one out. But none of this doesn't really go through, but I probably wants it to go through, because I never seen anything interesting like that, because that'd be very interesting. But they're gonna settle it. They're gonna work to settle it out. But check out the article, guys, and let me know what you think. I thought it was very interesting, and more interesting than usual articles I get sent. So anyway, guys, I gotta go. Take it easy.